Okay, everybody, Matthew back. Last time we was here, you seen I had the door panels done and the green on the bottom of the seats and stuff done. Well, my clear coat came in, so I went ahead and got these door panels cleared, so they now have their clear coat on them. So they're ready for their armrests and whatnot on those. So we have those done. They're dried up. And I got the clear on the green on the bottom of the seats. And I went and sprayed, my better half decided for me that black would not look as good on the seats as the cream to match the door panels and stuff like that. So women are much better at matching than men, so you always go with the woman's opinion. So we now have the cream for the seats, which I do agree looks much better. The black would have been out of place because nothing else on the car is black. So we now have the seats done, and they are not cleared. You can see the difference between the clear and the not cleared. So we have that done. So I just got those sprayed 10 minutes ago maybe. And then as well, the back seat is now done. We have the green cleared. This has been taped off, sprayed. So we're now ready to do the carpet on that, and on the floor, and do the little package tray in the back. And while I was waiting on the clear to come, I went ahead and cleaned up the floor pan and got that sprayed in the green, and went ahead and clear coated that and got that all in clear coat. So that's ready to go. I gotta find out. I'm not really sure what these hoses. I mean, they just kind of dead in here and go nowhere, which I kind of wish they would have just left them off. They're really kind of pointless at this point. So I don't know what they are, and they're just in the way. This, I don't know if that's a brake master cylinder or porta pot. I have no idea what it is. There's just some detail that really could have been left off and would have been just fine if it looked like this side over here. So anyway, we have that done, and the chassis looks really good when it's sitting down on top of it. So that looks really good when that's together. So that should look nice. And we did start working on the, get this here out of the way. We started working on the body a little bit. I went ahead and put the fender skirts on, so now we have the fender skirts on. I've done the panel lines on the doors. The panel lines on the back, I don't like this plastic. It's a very hard, brittle plastic. And even with my panel line scriber that I have, which here it is. Again, it came from Micromark, and it's a very sharp tool. But this hard plastic, it's really, I'm not a fan of it. But it makes it really tough to get nice nice lines. And you can see there's a couple places where I did pop out of the lines, but I've refilled that with some of my spray glue, and a little spot here I had to go back and refill, and I'll get that cleaned up. But other than that, the panel lines on the trunk look pretty good. I had contemplated on taking the trunk, opening that up and just making me like a nice trunk floor and stuff in here, but I don't know if I want to go to all that work, because I'm gonna have the cream coming down, the roof will be cream and coming down through, and I don't know that I want to mess that line up, because that'll be such a pretty line with having the trunk open. So I will have to contemplate that. And well, I've already contemplated I'm not going to open the trunk, so we'll leave that alone for now. And I just got to work this down a little bit now and get the line back perfect. So I'm going to switch over here. I'm going to switch. It'll be instant for you guys. Be tomorrow for me, but I'm going to get everything ready, and we're going to start and do the carpet, which my wife picked out will be this tan looking, it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, and it's the embossing powder. It's a pearl embossing powder, and it's kind of a pretty color. I only have maybe 5 different colors of this, and all what I had, this is what she picked. And I had black, but since the seats aren't black, I couldn't use that. So we're going to do this, and it kind of matches with the seat. Okay, so I think that'll look good in the back window. So in just a moment, we're going to do that and this, and then we'll move on to doing the armrest and putting the interior together. So give me just a second here, and we'll get started on that. Okay, buddy. So we're back, and we're going to try and do our carpet now. I have everything masked off because I want just straight lines here, so I'm going to mask that off, make it easier. I mask off the seat so I don't get any glue on that, so to have straight lines. And I mask off where the seat goes, the front seat, and the side where the side door panels go in. I'm going to have mask that off so I have I wouldn't have to go back and try and scrape the carpet off. And so now I'm just going to, normally I would just put my Elmer's glue, I just use Elmer's glue. I would just put it on there straight, but I'm going to try to thin that a little bit today, which I've never done before. So this will be a trial for me and you both. I've never put it on thin, so I'm going to try that and see if it works. If it doesn't, then we will have to back up and shoot again, as they say. But hopefully it will work. And but I seem when I put it on straight out of the bottle, I tend to have thicker spots and thinner spots, and it looks a little clumpy, and so I'm gonna try thinning it out, and it should still get my brush wet here as I always do. Should still work okay. Now if I got too much water, we can add more glue. My wife bought a whole gallon of glue when she was doing this desk for me, so I've got over half a gallon left of that out there, so I've got plenty of white glue. So let's go ahead and see if we can mix this up really good here. And I bought me a brush that was a little bit wider for putting this down. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And the air compressor kicks on, always. It's got a little leak somewhere I need to find. That's pretty good, so let's see what we can do here. Get my eyes down here where I can see. So it's not going to stick to the primer. There we got it. There we got it. stuff out here. That's gonna be a little spoon. I'm doing it over the instructions so I can just take the leftover and put it back in a bottle. A little spoon was given to me by a good friend. Glue on that. Still kind of clumped up. That was a little too stiff. Still clumped up on me. I've never been good at this. This has always been a weak point. Maybe my glue was still too thick. I don't know. I can always peel that off and do that part later. Let me thin this glue a little bit more and see what happens. Try it on the bottom down here. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. So I've never done with thin glue, and I'm definitely not good at carpeting. Interiors have always been my weak point. I don't like interiors, hate them, despise them. I'd rather just black out a window if I could, but I've never done it. Let's see what this will give us. Probably just a mess, but this can't be worse than a back tray. The worst thing is it's just not going to stick. This seems running right off of the primer. It's a little better, but it's kind of sparse. If I had some tan down before, it would probably looked okay. We'll go with that. This has some color on there. About the same, I guess. Guess it's brown. Ish. Something like crapish, but maybe once it dries, I can go back over some very thin glue and make it look a little better. Put some more on this back here. Pretty screwed up. So we can't do it again. Alright, well, let's try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. terribly bad. Package tray actually come out looking the best. Get everything to see it. I think the package tray looks best of any of it. It didn't help. Yeah, package tray looks good. By the time I put the carpet and stuff, or the seats and stuff in there, that'll shadow all that. And dash, and that should look good. Alright, well, hey, I think we got a success there. Kinda like that package tray, it looks good. Looks good. Alright, I'll be back with something else.